came here when Qatar was not in this level. 14 years ago, from here, from the hotel we're sitting now, up to the Amiri Diwan, which is in town, it was empty.
With eyes firmly set on hosting the football fraternity in 2022, Doha is optimistic of staging the best World Cup ever by constructing a stadium on water. Much effort will be put into its tourism industry to actualize these and other dreams. This is where Gambia hopes to play a pivotal role in Qatar's quest to expand or diversify its tourism industry, contributing approximately 15% towards the Gambia's gross domestic product. The Gambia is undoubtedly a leader in the tourism business.
We have the resources, and the peace is also in Gambia. We have a peaceful country, and in reality there are so many investors in Qatar and surrounding countries who are definitely ready by now to reach to the Gambia to make a lot of developments.
Cham said in his opinion, Qatar needs specialists to work with to implement most of its development targets. The building boom, many say, is among hosts of opportunities that foreign workers can tap onto once they come into this Middle Eastern state. Well, apart from the impressive infrastructural development that have been initiated over the years, Doha also prides itself as the capital of Arab culture. Due to its monetary wealth, non-Qataris have over the years taken over the business industry, flooding traditional markets like this with goods which only money can buy.
You're Muslim?
Yes, 90% Muslim.
Thank you, my friend. My country of Bangladesh, do not understand?
Bangladesh?
Yeah.
Hussein from Bangladesh said business for him has been good since he immigrated from his country in search of greener pasture. Experts from other countries in Africa are also making best use of the opportunities available. In the case of the Gambia, the vice president of the country said credit goes to the one who initiated the relations and the history leading to this historic labor agreement.
Just like the president has already laid the foundation, you know that he visited Qatar. Maybe if not at least twice. So, locally here also we have an ambassador who is proactive. A young man, yes, but very proactive and has been delivering. And that makes it easy. We also have, not just the young man as an ambassador, but he has a good team as well, in addition, around him, committed people. So that has made our job easy. And then we find the Emir of Qatar very supportive, as you know. He's always been. He visited the Gambia twice. How many African countries did he visit twice?
Meanwhile, senior officials from Africa cannot help but admire Qatar, using the state as a classic example worthy of emulation when it comes to a country, its size and its enormous wealth.
You can see Qatar is a very rich country, very small population, and so they are comfortable. So if we are able to manage our population, we are not saying people should not, we are Africans, we are not saying they should not give birth to children, but let's give birth to the number of children we think we can take care of.
Well, the labor agreement signed between the governments of the Gambia and Qatar is coming at a time when Banjul is witnessing an unprecedented number of university graduates in various areas of specialization. So one can hope and pray that Gambian experts maximize the opportunities provided by the labor agreement. Ibrahim Balde, Grts.
Well, the chairman of the Independent Electoral Commission has told an audience of political party representatives, IEC staff and security personnel that elections in the Gambia should be the business of all. Alhaji Mustafa Carriel was speaking at the commencement of an IEC-organized Train-the-Trainer program ahead of the parliamentary elections. Ibrahim Jatta was there and he now reports.
The Independent Electoral Commission is preparing and paving the way for the smooth conduct of free and fair polls as the country gets ready to vote in National Assembly elections slated for March 29th. As a precursor, one of the most important activities towards the polls is the major forum for the training of trainers, bringing together all players in the election process to be trained and essentially taken through every other procedure marking the conduct of free, fair and transparent elections.
The biggest danger is in saying, I know it or I have been doing it over and over. We are here to engage ourselves, and therefore I challenge you as I welcome you to this very important training, I challenge you to come in with an open mind. Come in like a clean slate, a clean piece of paper, ready to observe everything. We will work together as IEC staff and as representatives of political parties.
This convergence of trainers seeks to ensure that stakeholders and actors understand their diverse roles and functions better in the election process and routine steering the conduct of polling and counting, which takes off directly after the end of voting.
Elections are universally recognized to form a very important role in safeguarding the desired peaceful environment of any nation. Consequently, I believe that at the end of this training, all of you here present as participants will be fully equipped with the requisite knowledge to conduct the election come March 29, 2012. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Section 26 of the Constitution of the Republic of the Gambia states that every citizen of the Gambia of full age and capacity shall have the right, without reasonable restriction, to take part in the conduct of public affairs, directly or through freely choosing representatives, to vote and stand for elections at genuine periodic election for public office, which elections shall be by universal and equal suffrage and be held by secret ballot.
Even as he invited the participants and players in the election process to discuss and deliberate with focus, the IEC boss affirmed the need for all hands to be on deck for the accomplishment of free and fair elections.
Election in the Gambia should be the business of all. This approach will surely yield credible election results that will be accepted by all the players in our political and electoral process, both national and international.
Free, fair and transparent elections typically demand resilient security. Members of the security also formed a significant bulk of the participants being trained in the laws governing elections, as they will be ultimately tasked with navigating the conduct of legislative polls in the right direction. IEC Chairman Mustafa Karoyel is also concerned about the recruitment of uneducated polling agents by parties. This is his advice as preparations continue.
The Independent Electoral Commission wishes to appeal to all political parties to recruit suitable polling agents who are able to read and complete forms and follow simple instructions, are interested in the electoral process, uphold teamwork, are knowledgeable about the community in which they will be working on polling day.
The Independent Electoral Commission is looking for more voter turnout and has asked the election stakeholders and aspirants to urge people to come out and vote peacefully in order to ensure free and transparent elections that will sustain the country's untainted and permanent mark in the realm of elections. Ibrahim Jata, GRTS.
Well, guests from as far as the United States, Ghana, Kenya, Nigeria, and numerous others have started arriving in the Gambia ahead of tomorrow's Africa Movie Academy Awards nomination night. The guest list that the event organizers say the event is also one of the biggest and the most colorful in African showbiz. It is expected to include the likes of prominent Ghanaian movie stars like Jackie Appiah, Majid Michael, and others. Ms. Pace is the Chief Executive Officer and founder of AMA.
And so that's why we came to the Gambia, because Gambia is one of the most beautiful countries in Africa. And basically we've brought guests from all over the world, from America, from Ghana, from Kenya, from Nigeria, to witness the nominations. So the rest of Africa will be watching out for what comes from Gambia tonight when we send out the message of who's going to be nominated in the awards for 2012. That will be tomorrow night at the Caraba Hotel. They're here to witness. They're past winners. They were given Lifetime Achievement Awards, I think, in 2008. So they're here as part of that. And so will Majid, Michael, and Jackie Appier from Ghana as well.